Am I live? I have had so many problems with internet connection. Hi again, Kenny. I'm so sorry for the mess. The internet broke down and the rotation was wrong the first time. So welcome. Yay, I'm having problems today. I hope it will work now. Hey, Bethan. Good morning and welcome. So I had a plan to. I'm going to keep doing this page. You know, the in seasons, King Bunnykins of Norway and Frederick the Ferret, if you remember. And my plan was to do the background before the stream, but I didn't really finished it. But I have done a very thin layer of indigo, dark indigo with Albrecht Dürer. Yvonne, hello, welcome. So I'm just gonna wet it with my, I think it's a Derwent smallest water brush. Oh, Marie, welcome, hello. I had a lot of problems before I could start this stream, so I hope the internet connection now will be with us. So I try to don't make it too uneven and not go take out too much of the color from the mushroom. As soon as I touch it with the water, it kind of come back into the picture. So happy Saturday. I've had a really great start of my Saturday. I had an interview. I did an interview for my podcast with Kim White, and it was really lovely. So now I'm here with you, and after that I have promised to do some really good dinner for my family. So I don't know how long, if I will stream for 2 hours or 3, we'll see. Hello, Jody. Yeah, Kim was wonderful. He's wonderful. So it is a bit buckly of the water, but I think it will be okay if I just put something heavy on this book after it's dried, and it will flatten out if it can rest under something for a while. And it dries so quickly on this paper, as it's not watercolor paper, so you have to be really quick, and I try to adjust the amount of pigment, but it's not super easy. So I have a light layer of it already on the paper. I don't think you might see it. It's so little, but sometimes it gets these kind of lines when it's dried. So I try to even it out by adding some more pigment. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. And on some parts it's really dark and some not, so I will have to adjust that later, but I think I'm going to do one layer and let it dry. Oops, that was really dark. Let's see if I can be quick, and I need more water. How are you all today? Actually, this page kind of reflects the weather outside here today. It's not raining, but it's really, really gray. Oh boy, that was a lot of color. I mean, if you use watercolor paper, you can just add more water and re-wet it, but here it's more complicated. Okay, here it's kind of uneven, but let's get back to that later. Let's zoom out and see. So as you can see, it's kind of uneven, the background. And I mean, it doesn't need to be completely even, because if I wanted that effect, I would have choose something else like acrylic paints. But so I still want it to be a bit uneven, but not this much. I think I will go in with it again later. Lilian, welcome, hello, and hello to everyone that is just lurking in the background. Welcome you too. So I can show you, this week I received this book, Fairy Celebrations, the latest book by Klara Markova, and I have not had time yet to... Yeah, exactly. I think you're right, Bethan, that it looked more like a sky if it's uneven. So I'm not gonna do it totally even, but I'm gonna fix it maybe a bit more on it. So it's so cute. I have seen so many great versions of some pages on internet, and as her other books, it's single-sided. I mean, there are some cute illustrations on the backs as well, but they are kind of repeated, and so you can color them in, but it's still okay, I think, if it bleeds through. And I think it's the same paper, even if I haven't tried it. I think it's the same paper as in the other books, which means it takes water medium quite really well, I think. So this will be nice. We'll see what I start with. Usually in the past I always did the name page first to kind of start my books, but lately I have not done that. But this is a super cute page, so maybe I will start with this. I'll see. And I also have to show you this, maybe I already showed you this cute Colors for Life book by Angela Gonzalez. If you follow me on Instagram, you might saw this one, which it took me so much time. I thought it would be a quick one because I used markers, water-based markers at the base. But there were so many details I didn't think of from start, so it took me a long time. And yeah, but it was fun, and I'm really happy with the result. And this is also, it's Amazon paper, so it's not the best, but it's single-sided, and the illustrations are just so cute. And you know that I love cute. I actually had to start another page too in this book. Kickis Expressbud. Den filmen gillar jag. Den är jättebra, Linnea. Kickis Express. What is the English word? Studio Ghibli's Kickis Delivery Service. Yes, really good movie. So this I'm working at. And last month I didn't finish much, but I started a lot of pages. So now I try to finish them. So I also finished this today. It was a color along with a body coloring with some friends, like you were also in that, Bethan. I think I was the last one to finish my page. So this is Flora, and yeah, I'm happy with this, I think. I'm happy with that. So that is what I have been doing coloring wise, and yeah, back to this page. Let me see what to do next. Thank you, Kenny. I have tried to, it's kind of a mess in the house, but I have tried to clean and do a cozy feeling in the living room, and then I curl up in the sofa and put on the television and light some candles and color. It's so cozy. Brittany, hello, welcome. Sam is sleeping. That's good. So you can be here with us, Marie and Linnea. Okay, let me see. There are a lot of little details down here that I don't know what you usually do with these kind of details in your Hanna Karlzon books. Do you treat them as stones or glass balls, or just use gel pens, sparkly gel pens on top of them, or how do you do? And here we have, and now I can't remember how I did these ones. Oh boy, the best thing if you want to do similar items, the same colors, is to do it when you still remember how you did it. I can't remember. So let's improvise. And I mean, I could go back and rewatch my streams, but I don't have time. I have not had time for that. And how fun is it to rewatch streams? Okay, let's see. Exactly. I think that's a good idea to just use fine liners or sparkle them up. And I don't have my sparkly gel pens here, apart from one goldy one. I will see if that's good. Of course, you must eat candy. It's the candy day in Sweden. So this is, what is this? It is Uniball Signos Gold, which is not so much color in. It's mostly just sparkle. So it's kind of translucent almost. I'm going to try to show you the sparkle soon. Maybe I was going, my plan was to do them like a darker version of the sky, like dark stones. But maybe this is more fun. Isn't sparkle always more fun? I'm gonna do all the circles, the little things here with this. So I didn't have a plan. I just grabbed the sparkliest pen I had closest by. Okay, now I'm gonna try to show you. Can you see? Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. And I wonder what this is. And I think, what do I want for the ground? Some kind of green or brown or gray. Let's take a, yeah. Oh, she's also coloring gold with a gel pen. Perfect. We're doing the same. Ooh, and look what I found. More sparkly pens close by. Perfect. Let me see. Does anyone work? It has to match the color scheme. I do have a box with a lot of gel pens, but I'm kind of lazy, so I just grab the ones I have closest. What do I want? Hey, Connie! Hey, and welcome! I'm back to this page. My plan was to finish it today on this stream, but we'll see. I always slower than I think, so maybe not. I think I'll take this one. It's a browner, kind of orange brown tone. Thank you, Connie. It has a name. We named it on the last stream. It's King Bunnykins of Norway, which I thought was so funny because I live in Sweden. That what is, and I like the how that name felt when you were saying it. So now we have a lot of sparkles down here, even if maybe I will be the only one that can see it. Okay, let's see what to do next. I think I will take out my tray. Okay, it doesn't even help to have a tray. My pencil dropped and broke because it has these edges, so they will not fall, but they fall anyway because I'm so clumsy. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I think this was the pencils I have been using. Is Star back here? I didn't see that. Oh, hello and welcome. Okay, let's see. I need some kind of green. I must have my pencils somewhere else. What is this? Oh, I have to see here. Okay, I found them. Under my candies, actually. The May Green. Oh, Yobeth, welcome and hello. I think I have been using this maybe here on these ones. You are so kind, Jobeth. Thank you. Hello. I hope you have a wonderful Saturday. Okay, let's see. I will do some more May Green. I think I have been using Albrecht Dürer on this one as a base layer. So all of this will be green. So I don't have to pick a new color. And this one I actually have forgotten to do a base layer on, so we'll see how different this will look. And now some kind of darker green. And I found a tree marker, Arteza Olive Green, very close by. As you see, I tend to use things that I have around me. That yeah, that's interesting way. I think I will try to blend the Arteza pen, with the polychromos just a bit on the darker spots. Can you see? I'm gonna try to zoom in. So if I had seen a darker polychromos nearby, I would have used that instead. Or if it had been a gel pen in the right color, some kind of dark. Let me see. Maybe a little more there. And I don't think people will watch this super close unless you that are watching it now and me. So it doesn't need to be perfect. Sean, hello and welcome. Happy Saturday. Something like that. Maybe. And let's see if I can find another green. I found another Arteza that is lighter. I'm going to use that in the middle. think it needs a little bit dark here as well. Oops. I'm not sure. I think it was better before you did that in the middle. But as I said, I don't think people are gonna watch this super closely, all the details, so it's good enough. And okay, let's see. The olive green one, the darkest spots, and oh, it dries very, very fast, so it's actually not blending really good, but I think it's okay. I just wanted to have some contrasts. Good luck, Pickle. Maybe too dark? Well. And okay, now I need a pencil and a darker green pencil. The olive green yellowish. Which works even better than the pen. And this one. The olive green yellowish. And I wonder what I used for this ones. It almost looks like it's a combination of some kind of orange, yellow, but also some kind of skin color. I'm gonna use the terracotta. Okay, that was the mushroom. I meant to use it on these ones. So as you can understand and see, I'm not a perfectionist. And I always hope that the whole page will look harmonized and balanced and have good contrasts. But if you look closely on my pages, there are a lot of coloring outside the lines and dots and things that maybe not belong there, like here, when I drop the pencil or pen. So I'm not that a neat colorista, but I have a big passion for it at least. And I'm having fun. Burnt ochre. And I want to inspire you to just have fun. It's not the end of the world if you choose the wrong color. Or color outside the line. Light ochre light yellow ochre, and this was the Albrecht Dürer, but it could equally have been the Polychromos because they have the same colors in the sets. Okay, now they look a little bit alike. I think I'll go in with some skin tone. They don't have to look the same. Some medium flesh. Something like that. Leslie, hello. Oh, I have to go back here and read. Oh, your Nana. Oh. I'm sorry if I missed too much of your conversation. It's, you know, when you are streaming, you are concentrated on talking and coloring. Okay, when we have the mushroom, and I think I did some kind of May green, that too. And on top, light flesh, light skin, light flesh. Oh, thank you. But I'm sorry to hear that she's not well. Okay, let's see. I still hope for pencils that will come when I call their name out, but I guess they still don't exist, those kind of pencils. So I just have to pick them up and see. Yeah, here it is. So you did it, but you made to sneak out some sweet cookies. This is Caput Mortem, and I think I actually will use that for the stem here, and a little bit on the mushrooms. Blend it out with the light flesh. And let me see. I will take that light flesh again. And this is cinnamon, which I'm gonna use underneath. I don't think I used that on the other mushroom. It seems to be a totally different color, but whatever. I think it was better with the flesh one. And the Caput Mortem. There were a lot of these things up here. I think we'll take that cinnamon on these ones as well. And now is the question if I should do the dots on the mushrooms darker or lighter. But I will try to finish these first. And some red wine. No, not red wine. Red violet. Oh, no, it's not sad, Leslie. Or uh, if so, my weekends are also sad because it's one of my highlights as well. No, well, I just kind of always tend to call that one red wine, but it's red violet. Okay, and I might go in and shade it some more in the end, blacken it. Ooh, look at this! Down here it's one of these again, one of these crystal things. So let's bring in the olive green yellowish and the May green. And it's so small, so I just think I use 2 colors and blend them together, not 3. Oh, I maybe did it too dark, but I can bring in some highlights after with gel pen to make it look a little bit more like it's shining. And now I want to find... I'm searching for the brown ochre, but I don't think we found it last week, did we? It's one of my small ones. But we did find the brown ochre Albrechtira. So I'm gonna use that for these yellow pyramids. Oh, you are so kind. I'm so happy that you want to spend time with me. I still can't believe my luck that people really want to just hang out with me while I'm coloring. So something like... Oh! Now it starts. Oh. Oops. Yeah, I have found my black. But where did I put it? I have it somewhere, but... Well, I did find it. Oh, Jobet, thank you. I have a tendency to always compare myself to others, and I always feel like I'm not good enough, but I try to... I mean, I'm over 40 now, so I try to not be like that so much. But it's difficult sometimes. No, I'm sorry, I don't know where the black is, but I have found it. I put it in a good place, but I can't remember where. Yeah. So the answer of that question is both yes and no. So let me see a little bit more of that. The brown ochre. My favorite black pencil is... it's Polychromos. No, I think it's hiding from me again, so I won't use it. So I have been using other blacks, like the Prismacolor and... what was it? Winsor & Newton, I think. And that was quite good. And also, but I prefer... I think the Polychromos black is good because it's... sharp and pointy, and as I often use it for the last details and kind of the darker spots in shadings and things like that. And polychromos also seem to work on top of other things very good, on top of Prismacolor or yeah, like everything. And so, but if I want something more opaque, I use Prismacolor. Okay, I think I need to do something down here now. But what? I should have prepared the stream, but instead I was coloring, finish up that pumpkin page, and then I did the interview, and then I did lunch, and then it was time for streaming. So it's a little bit messy here. So I don't know where the swatch book is, but okay, let's just stare at the pencils. And the ground, the ground. Let me see. I think I'll go with this one. It's the sepia, dark sepia, which I mostly use for shadings, and I don't think I have used this so much, the Albrecht Dürer one. I mostly use the polychromos ones as together with the black and the dark indigo. It's my favorites for shading, but I will try. I wanted something brownish grayish, and I can always do a layer and see how it looks, and then I can go on top of it with, if I want to change it to a green, I can bring in some dark green on top, or I could do it more brown, or maybe even more gray or blue or whatever. Oops, but I will try this. See if it looks okay. Yeah, that's true. Texture of earth. I really like dark sepia in the polychromos. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, it looks more brown when I add the water. And I try to go around these little gold shiny things. But I think I overcolored one, which became more dull. Yes, it's a very earthy tone. Okay. Maybe I should have started in a corner. I just start in the middle and go from first at one this way and now this way. And I don't think it's the best way. But it works. This paper takes water quite well too. And I think I have some kind of black. Look at this, it's brown or black. And I have it on all my pages. In the I must have done some black page and forgot protection sheet. So it just went everywhere. So don't do as I do, do as I say. Use protection pages. Now I'm going to zoom out and look at it. Okay. I wonder. I wonder what to do. I think I will take some kind of purple. Black paint or coffee. My books always have some kind of small stains. Yes. And I guess you can think that I think that's bad, which is but you can also see it the other way, that you don't have to be so afraid of ruining or your pages, your books. Just dive in, even if it gets messy. Oh, your brat cat. I can't even blame a cat. Hello, Gianluca Decima. I'm trying a purple down here as I couldn't find my swatch book. So I tried to find a purple for this thing. I think I want some kind of lighter ones, not so. This one. The stain is my signature, yeah. I guess I can live with that. Violet. I think, isn't violet a royal color together with blue and maybe dark red? We'll see. I just wanted to add new color, but that I hoped would work together with the other ones. I'm gonna zoom in. I tried to keep the coffee away from the book. Actually, it was, I shouldn't say this, I guess, because then I jinx it, but it was a long time since I spilled coffee in my books. Elin, hey, hello. I'm doing this bunny page, this bunnies and ferret and mushrooms and rainy page. Okay, so royal blue, sapphire and indigo. Then this is not the royal color, but this bunny didn't know that. So let's zoom out. I'm gonna darken it up on some places when it have dried. And I think the other one, the ferret, wants yeah, don't ask me why, but it wants a magenta one. Ah, and violet, thank you. I thought there I was totally wrong. Okay, and now I want some cold coffee. So now the great news is the coffee is finished, so I can't spill it. And let's see. I will try to. Carola, welcome. Hello. I missed you. Sorry for that. This is the Indian red. I will see if that is the right color. Because I want to darken it up a bit on the top. No, you have been here super long then, Carola. I'm so sorry that I missed you. Birthstone. That was an interesting topic. What are your birthstone? Birthstone. I don't know the name of my birthstone. I know it's green. It's in May. Does anyone know what that is? I actually got a necklace from my godmother and godfather. I mean, they are dead a long time ago since they were alive, and the necklace was stolen when we had a burglary some years ago. But still, it's still in my memory. Yeah, I guess it's emerald. This was just a glass stone. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I have a little bit of a cold. Not so much, but a little. Okay, what to do with this? I think I will go and have to pick up some some water. This is cream. Yes, I definitely need some water. Be right back. water, and I will try not to spill it. And now I will try to crawl into my place again. Oh, it's May but here. Hey May. Hey May. We're talking about birthstones. The aquamarine, that is a beautiful name. Aquamarine. Okay, let's see what to do next. Let's go in with, no, not that one. What am I doing? And will it help to talk to the page? I think I want some really dark purple, like the mauve up here. Yeah, it's definitely that time of year when you have these autumn colds. Okay, where is the water? There it is. And maybe some light magenta. I mean, I have already done some colors underneath, but I think they were too lame. So now I try to fix that with some more colors. And I think I will go in with, no, I think I will destroy something if I do that. Okay, I think that this is the most difficult part, the last details. Let me think. I think I will go in with a Caput Mortem again. Maybe to do some shading to make them look a little bit more, these dots, like they are popping out. I still haven't decided if I'm gonna darken them up or make them white. I could use this Caput Mortem. Yes, I think I will do that. So I go around it and a bit on top. If you can't see because it's so small. May, you don't like orange? I have seen that I use orange a lot. So it seems like I like orange. At least I like that orange that is like more like sunburnt, like goldy yellow. Maybe not bright orange like an orange, the fruit. My mushroom mania from September have left me. Uh, I have not been out in the forest searching for mushrooms for a long time. I have had quite a lot to do at home, so I have not been able to do that. So it's nice to have these mushrooms in the coloring books, at least. Oh, Jamie, welcome. Hello. It's still this page I'm working on. These tiny little things. Thank you, Jamie. It have been really nice coloring this together with you. Yes, that's true. Hannah with her tiny details. Maybe you have seen these questions, this formula, or this thing about your favorite illustrators and favorite pencils and things like that you can post on Instagram. I have been tagged quite a lot, but I have not entered it yet because I can't choose which my favorite illustrators are because I have so many, and it always comes new beautiful books, and I think it's really hard to choose. So I have just not joined, not to be private and boring, just because I couldn't choose. I'm gonna add some of this here as well, the Caput Mortem on top of the Indian red. It has not dried yet, and also up here on these tiny ones. So tiny. It's super hard to choose. I was like, first I started to think Hannah Carlson, but I can't leave out Emily Lidhäll Öberg, because even if I haven't colored much in her books lately, they have a very special place in my heart. And then I thought of, I color a lot in Flora. So I really like Maria Trolle, and this Angela Gonzalez book I just started to color in. I really like those cute pictures, and Klara Markova's books are really, really lovely. And yeah, there are just so many, so many wonderful ones. Okay, it was really difficult on these small ones. They are so small. And I think they need more, sorry, May, but I think they need more orange. This is orange glaze. And maybe this too in the transition. Just a light layer. Okay. Something like that. And I also think I want to go in to, gonna try to zoom in. Down here on these ones, I want to add in some orange to kind of reflect the mushroom. And some yellow, cadmium yellow. And make this glow a little bit, maybe by adding some cadmium yellow. These are things we don't know what it is, or maybe you know, I don't. Okie dokie. And this is brown ochre. I could just find the Albrecht Dürer one, not the polychromos, so I will see how that looks. And let me see the Capot Morte. Hey Andrea, welcome. I'm still on this page. I might finish it today, but I'm not really sure. Ah, thank you. Oops, that was a real zoom in. Right now it looks like this. So I tried to finish it up. I want these mushrooms to look a bit like ice creams. These ones, as if it was some kind of frosting, almost on top. And this one needs to be a little much darker up here to give some contrast. And that was cinnamon. I just wanted to blend it out a bit. And let me see. I think I want the burnt sienna to shade these ones. And where do I want more shading? I hope I'm in frame so you can see. And a bit here, here. I mix in a bit of this. I put more, no, Barbarian Sienna was it, on top of the purple to tone it down a bit. I'm not very good at underneath the mushroom hats. That is something I struggle with. A bit of bister. And some kind of yellow. Oh, that was a yellow one. That was actually too yellow, I think. I will see if I can erase. And go for a Naples yellow instead. What is this? This is Naples yellow. Where were I? Here. And I think I will darken these up. Okay. I like to color the top of the hats, but not the underneath. So they are not as nice, I think, as the rest. Okay, now I need that a dark purple. I think I would take the mauve again, but this time in the polychromos. And what was that? What was it I used? It was purple violet. I will take the polychromos as well. On top of the Albrecht-Dürer. Maybe I didn't even need that layer of Albrecht-Dürer, but somehow I kind of like to do that anyway, even if I then color it over. And maybe this light magenta. Yeah, as you can see, now I have kind of colored it everything over the Albrecht-Dürer layer. Oh, Anna, hello. Hey, Anna. Welcome. I'm happy that we can be your company when you are doing those stuff. Shannon, welcome. Hello. Welcome. Okie dokie, let's see. I think there are some details I have missed. Let's see. I'm gonna take this brownish gel pen and use here. Shannon, is it your birthday? Wow, happy birthday. Wow. Water brush again. Kind of blend the gel pen out. Yes. And we have this one. And I think I will go in with some the Cold Grey 6. I think it was the magenta, wasn't it? Let's see if I can find polychromos. No. I really need to fix the magenta. Now I remember. That was one of the pencils that were lost also, but I found. I wonder where I put all my found pencils because they are not here. Well. Let's bring in more of the magenta from the Albrecht Dürer then. Oops, but it's so hard to not go outside the lines with Albrecht Dürer if you use them, especially when they are so unsharp as mine are right now. Joanne, hello. Okay, and then we have this one, this mushroom, and what to do with that one. I think I will take that gray, Cold Grey 6. I'm gonna see how that looks. Not that. Not that. Yeah, maybe. I actually think I will do the same Caput Mortem on this as well as the other ones on the other mushroom, even if they don't have the same colors. I think this works for both. And maybe I will see what's happening if I bring in, yes, this is cinnamon. So cinnamon, and then I think I will do a white also in the end, some white details. So yes, burnt, what was it? Caput Mortem and Sienna. Sienna more on the left side, and I have Caput Mortem more on the right side. No, the opposite. The opposite. Sorry, don't listen to me. The opposite. I think this is the most interesting part of coloring, because my pages, I don't think they look very good when I are coloring on them, but then I think they kind of sometimes pop when you add the last steps, the finish up details. I'm not sure that will happen with this page, we'll see. Carola, that coffee, it gets cold so quickly. So I hope you will not miss my episode. I mean, if you are a patron, you can you have been able to listen to it already. But if you are not, I'm gonna upload the episode with Kristen Lambert. She has two double surnames, but I can't remember the other ones right now. But she is talking about pointillism in coloring books, among other stuff. And I will try to edit my conversation with Kim White as quick as I can, so at least my patrons can listen to it as soon as it is edited. And you can find the podcast if you follow the link. I think I have a link here on YouTube in my bio, and I also have it on my bio on Instagram. You can also find a link from my webpage, passionistacolorista.com. And I know people that are listening. I have it hosted on Podbean, but you can also hear it on. You should be able to listen on it on iTunes, and I know that someone is listening on. What is the name where you can listen to music? Spotify. So it is on several places. It is talking about coloring and drawing and creativity and coloring tips. Some of these are gonna be darker as I... Oh, thank you, May. Thank you. It's gonna be darker as I use the dark gray there before I started to use the Caput Mortuum instead. But they don't all have to look the same. I think I was more outside that dot than inside. Have you, if you're gonna buy Johanna Basford's next coloring book, which version are you going to buy? The UK or the US? I mean, if you live in US, maybe you want to buy the US copy because it's easier, and the opposite. But if you don't live in any of those countries, I mostly prefer the paper in the US versions, at least before. I don't have this new book yet. I mean, it has not been released, even if I know that some people already have it, but they fall apart more easily, I think, because it's just glued. And I thought that maybe this time I would buy the UK copy because yeah, because of the drawing thing, and maybe I will draw on another paper. Yeah, the UK because the US fall apart. Exactly. I think that's not so nice, but true. So a bit of Caput Mortuum up here. I think that must have been the color I was using, because it fits perfectly on top of this base layer. Some sienna. Exactly, Elin. That's what I was thinking too. That maybe in this particular book, the paper is not the most important thing, because you can use, if you're going to do the tutorials, you can use another paper. Oops. Oh. Indian red. I want to zoom in. I thought this lacked some color, some variation. Yes, I have a Swedish podcast too about the same topic, coloring books. I have not done as much episodes with that one, as there are fewer people that can listen to that. But I occasionally do episodes for it, and it's nice. So thank you, May. You are one of you that can listen to them both. Oh, Angela, thank you. That means really a lot to hear, because it takes me a lot of work. And it's fun. I mean, I shouldn't do it if it wasn't fun and gave me energy, and yeah, but it's still, this week it felt like I had, which I kind of have, like two, 3 works Every free time I edited. Maybe something like that. I'm still not sure about the underneath thing. I'm not very good at those. And I don't think the underneath of mushrooms are so beautiful in real life either. Not as the hats, the top of the hats. And I never know how to shade them underneath. And mostly I think in nature they are kind of whitish, grayish, brownish. But that is not my favorite colors. The mauve, the really dark purple. Thank you, Jody. Thank you so much. This has been an adventure without a plan, and mostly I think maybe I should color more pages from beginning to it's finished. Mostly I start a page or finish a page on stream, but I color in between, so it will be finished faster. But this was kind of a new experience. I've done it sometime, but not so much. Okay, let's see. Let's see what's happening if I bring in some white. No, first I will go in with, what is this? The Warm Grey 2. To blend out the grays I had there on these dots. Okay, let's see. I think I will go in, and now it's going to be tiny teeny. Let's see if you can see anything. I'm going to do a small dot on every one of these little circles. And now I saw that I have forgotten some with a Caput Mortem. There are so many, so I have forgotten some. Actually, this would work good with gel pens as well. I guess it maybe it's easier when it's so tiny. New plans. Okay, new plan with this one. I'm gonna fill in the whole one, the whole dot with this Caput Mortem, not only just one part. And then I will go on top with a white, because they are so small. Oops. So at least on these parts, the circles, the dots that are in the yellow parts will be more visible. They are so small and so many. My hand is actually hurting by now. Because I have to press quite hard to get the color saturation I want. Something like that. And now I will see if maybe I will not have, maybe I can just have it like this. I'm gonna do it down here as well. Maybe I should not bring in white on top. These last steps are a lot about just testing and thinking. And as I don't, well, I think I have a black. I have the Prismacolor black. I will darken up here. Can you see it now? Behind this kind of, this thing. And I don't know. Let's see. And maybe here on top of the Caput Mortuum, where I want it to be darkest. And also here behind the bunny. Have you heard the name of this bunny, May? Because it's so funny, especially if you live in Norway. King Bunnykins of Norway is this bunny's name. We named it during the other stream last week. Yeah, isn't it funny? I think I'm gonna darken this up so it looks like it's this metal thing put on top of the mushroom. Thank you, Jody. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderful day and see you out there on internet, on Instagram. And let's see. I think I will bring in some dark spots. Welcome back, Marie. You can't say no to that. I think I need to study mushrooms more in the future. I think I will darken it up a bit down here. Now it's the last fix. Try to make things pop a little more. So I just go around the picture and do that. Oh, Kenny, thank you. And also on this one, King Bunny King. So I think this is the biggest difference, how I have changed my way of coloring during the process when I have colored for a longer time, and that is that I leave the page less fast, that I go over it more times. And let's bring out no, where are you? You can see my tray, it's filled with pencils, so it's not super easy to find the right one. Here it is, the dark sepia, which was what I used, Albrecht Dürer. Here is the polychromos. I want to darken up underneath here and kind of blend it out with, I mean, a lot of pressure, less pressure until it's kind of just hardly touch the paper. Now all the gold dots kind of disappeared. I have to do something about those if I want them to shine a bit, because now they are not. And maybe a bit here as well. Sarah, welcome, and thank you for popping in and saying hi. Okie dokie. So let's see, what are the final touches? I wonder if I should do the sky more bluish or if I can just have it like this gray. And what should I do with the drops? So many questions, but at least I'm gonna try to go in on these ones. Nichols, hello. And Angela. Have I missed a lot of people here? Yes, white dots. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Yeah, actually, I think if I don't do dots on my pages, I must be sick. May, I'm thinking of buying that PDF, the book that you have been coloring in. Those cute Halloween pictures, Jane F. Hankins. Have you had fun when you were doing coloring them? They're so cute and so funny. Exactly, no page is complete without the white dots, white details. Exactly my point. So let me see. And I also think I will do some highlights on these ones. And I could have done this a little bit darker, I guess. Now I'm just going crazy with the white. Which is the most fun part, I think. And let me see. I'm gonna try to zoom in again. Okay, let's see. I think these ones will also have some. Lots and lots of white. This picture. Mostly I stream 3 hours, sometimes 2, depending on family situation and things like that. No, that didn't need it. Yay for 3 hours, yes. I mostly do that, but sometimes I can't. So let's see. Oh, Sean, are you going? Thank you for being here. Have a nice lunch and thank you. See you later. We have this side. Yes, you can adopt him. It would be perfect if someone took care about him. Oh, let me see. Send me a carrot so I can give it to him. Perfect. Hmm. Is that true? He just eat purple ones, purple carrots. Carrots. You mean that the bunnies from Norway are very picky? Interesting. Okay, so we still have the background. Should I make it more blue or should I keep it like this? I can try on a just small part with this. What is it? Cobalt blue. Oh boy. No, not that one. I really need to find my swatch book. I guess it can be here somewhere under all my books. Oh well. I probably will find it when I'm searching for something else. What to do with the background? What I hope. I think yeah. I think I will try to lighten it up around the animals so they are more visible because it got very dark here. So I'm just taking this brush, make it wet and try to take away some of the colors from before. Not super easy, no. Okay, so let's bring in some yellow just to brighten it up a little bit. This is cream. Behind this, because it wasn't as dark gray behind this ferret, so I think it could work. Let's see. And on some more places, maybe that just looks strange. So maybe not if I do it on more places. If you do something strange, that you can't correct, a good advice is to do more of that strange thing, because a lot of time it will make the picture looks better. So instead of doing 5 dots that look strange, do hundreds. It might look good. I called it when my blog was in Swedish, I called it the I wonder, coriander trick. Is coriander the right word in English? That spice that some people think tastes like perfume and some love. And a friend of mine that works with food, she said that if you don't like coriander, it might work to add more instead of because if you don't like it, maybe you use too little. And she said that it tastes better if you use a lot of it. So you can do the same with mess ups in the books, I think. A lot of time, if you do something strange, just add more. I thought, I mean, it's a grey background, and I wanted it to be grey because it was rainy, but I kind of felt that it was too grey. So now, I mean, yellow on top of blue, you know what that will be? A bit green. Not very green, but a green yellow tint. Oh, Carola, bye. Thank you for being here. And I'm sorry I said hi so late, that I didn't saw you. Although you were here, one of the first to be here. I think I will add in more of this, what was this, brown ochre? I thought this was a little bit too yellow. Okay. I don't know. It can be done now, I think. What should I do with the raindrops? Should I do something with those? And what should I do? I think, well, I'm not sure. Yeah, I have a plan. You know me, I like colors, and this have quite a lot of colors, but then it has this gray background, and I mean it's dark indigo, so it's kind of blue. I want more color. I want to make it more happy. Although it's raining, it doesn't need to be bleak. So I'm gonna try go in with this light magenta. And if I don't like it, I can always turn them white again with gel pen. Well, not sure. Maybe they were better off like, I wonder. Maybe they have to be really light to pop out from the background. What do you think? Should I just keep it like this, or should I add something more? While I'm thinking, I can bring in the burnt sienna and darken up some parts of these pyramids to make them pop more, and also the stuff behind it, so it looks like it's behind. I can also add a bit of it on top of the sepia to give some variation in the color. You think it looks good without doing anything on the rain? Not making them whiter or purple, or just keeping them like this? I'm not so used to doing this not so popping background, not so colorful, more grayish. But I think if I add more of it in, it will be even darker. Of course it will. So I don't know. Maybe I should just keep it like this. I think the burnt sienna works perfectly well on top of the dark sepia. I'm still not sure about the underneath thing here, but maybe if I go in with, this is the light magenta again. Isn't it cool that it's Shannon's birthday? I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful birthday. What was this? Burnt sienna. I think that will work great on this as well. To darken it up a bit. So what I do, the last steps, is like lighting things up and darkening things down, and try to make it more pop more. Burnt ochre, no, brown ochre. Naples yellow. And some more white on some of the smaller details. And here. Oops. And up here on these things. I was thinking the same. I was silent because I was thinking what to do, but yeah, where are everyone? So I don't think it is frozen, it's just that people are silent. All is quiet. All is well, but we are quiet. Let's see, this little nose might have a little dot too. And let me see, what is this? Cold Grey 6. Exactly. You know, we are so good friends. We can be silent together. Okay. And let's see. Maybe some more strands on this one. Ferret. Frederick the Ferret. Exactly. 23. Oh, we have 23 in the house. Beautiful. And everyone is coloring maybe, so no one has time to chat. Frederick the Ferret, the punk ferret, with this little punk dot here with red. I will see. This is the set of Derwent drawing, which are perfect for skin, and not for skin, but for fur. There is a 24 set. I have the 12. I was thinking if they had any gray I could bring in. I mean, the Polychromos have, of course. That was too brown. Well, maybe it can just be like that, or maybe I can bring in some more warm grays, which are a bit more brownish, just to make the fur look a little bit more fluffy. Christmas! Are you in Christmas mode? I missed something. A song? Did you do a Christmas song? And it's just Halloween soon. It has not even been that. But it will be nice to color in some Christmas pictures. Maybe you have already started with your Christmas pages. And I think I'll take some cinnamon, darken up the ear and the nose. Ah, Silent Night. Ah, yeah. Yeah, no, maybe not that chatty today. Maybe you neither. It's Christmas on from October. Okay, didn't know. Fluffy, fluffy. Be fluffy, please. And some warm gray 3. Gonna go in with more white. If it's, you maybe didn't think it was possible, but I'm gonna add some white thing on these little goldy circles also. And on this one, I don't know what it is. Some are almost too small to add detail, white on top, but down here. So let's see. It's still that background thing I'm thinking of. If I should add more of the dark indigo to even it out, or yeah, maybe I should, if I can find it. Yeah, happy day, I could. I need more water. Maybe too much. Oops. The paper is a little bit damaged from my first layer. I kind of used kind of a lot of water on that layer, so now it's a bit rugged. But I hope it will work anyway. Yeah, it looks like the weather here as well in Sweden. Well, at least where I am, in Umeå. I don't actually think it's raining here, but it's really, really grey outside. Yeah, there's a lot of small paper dust things from the ragged paper on the paper now. Hmm. Oops! Now the background turned the same color as the mushroom because some of that color have went into the background, and when I add water it kind of floats out. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now it's just a mess. Uneven, more messy, but well. You never know what will happen until you try. Yes, I know we all have had that feeling, and that's kind of what's makes me color, to experiment and try to fix mistakes. So that's just fine, and that's how you learn the material and the paper, to experiment and to get to those oops moments. I think it's then you learn best. That must be. I wish you could share it with all of us, Marie. And now I got super big dot here with blue color. Just because you started to talk about that cake. I totally blame you now. That was so great questions, Kenny. Using a bigger brush? Yeah, I have been thinking about that. But when I have tried, I have not liked it. It feels like I just know how to use this particularly small one. But yeah, I'm gonna have to try that and learn that someday. And Inktense, you mean this was Albrecht Dürer? And I could totally have used more color on the paper from start. I just didn't know how dark I wanted it. And my plan was actually to go over it with the dark indigo from Polychromos on top of this dark indigo but I'm not sure I will do that. Something like that, and a little bit up here. Okay, I have to be quick when it comes. And I also want to darken it up a bit here so it will look more like this yellow part, like a light source under the mushrooms and around the animals. But yes, that was very good advice, both to use a bigger brush and to add more pigment. But it has not bled through. That is good. Now I'm started to darken it up again, as I always do, as I kind of like dark browns. Which wasn't my plan, because my plan was to keep it that very light grayish color, but well, it's hard to resist when you like it a specific way. And then I think I will have to go on top with white on the drops, because now I'm coloring them over. I wonder if I have a bigger brush here with water in it. No, because I own a bigger brush, but I don't use them. Well, I will have to practice. Yeah, I think it's gonna look good in the end. Mostly it does. Just don't give up. You just keep adding. As long as the paper can take it. And you have the energy for it. Yeah, I think it was better when it was darker. I agree. When it's more blue, when you can see the blue, because the first layer just looked gray, even if it was dark indigo. So I like it now when it's more actual blue. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you for being here. And have a wonderful Saturday. I think the best part of Saturday is that you have Sunday. So after this day, there are another day when I don't work. So if you look closely, my page look a bit messy, damaged the paper, fluffy, but I think when it has dried, it will look okay. I have faith. Exactly, the Sunday, it's so good when I wake up on the Sunday or on the Saturday when I realize, oh, there are one more day. I mean, I like my work, but still, it's nice to be not working. I think I need to make it dry now before I might add something more. I could add one more layer to darken it up even more, or go in the edges with Polychromos Dark Indigo. And then I will, I think I will go in and lighten up the drops so they are more visible. But I think I will leave the black line around them so they still, yeah, I think so. I mean, raindrops are not white, but so they could be just uncolored as well, but if you want them to show up. But I think it's looked quite well. We're just a little bit more fixed with the background when it is dried. I kind of think it's almost done. How will it look in the darker parts if I add white? Yeah, you see they will kind of show up then. So I'm not sure I will go darker, but maybe. I kind of like this yellow greenish thing. It's not very visible, but it still makes something happen in the background, so it's not just this gray color. So yeah. And what is the time? I think Carola went, but Elin, Marie, Anna, some Swedes. What is the time? Okay, 30 minutes. So I might finish this stream a little bit early because I'm gonna do some pickled. I don't know if that is the word in English. Pickled onions. I could also just keep doing the fur. I mean, they can never be too much fur, can they? This is the Derwent drawing. I mean, I could equally just kept using the Polychromos, but I kind of like this on the fur. And I think the shades are just a little bit different from Polychromos maybe. So they will give even more variation. Pickled onions, yes. And I'm gonna do halloumi burgers and sweet potatoes. That is our dinner today. This is the chocolate color. Yes, I have never done pickled onions, I think, but I found a recipe, so I hope it will be good. Yes, please. Elin, hurry, come to our dinner. You have like 1 hour or something like that before it's finished. And sepia. May, do you speak Italian? So let's see if I can. Now it's turning a little bit red, more reddish, but I think that works fine. And as the more strokes, the more fur it's gonna look, more fluffy. This pencils goes very well on top of the polychromos. Oh, sorry. My family is screaming, and I don't thought you wanted to hear the strange conversations. Yeah, now Bunny King Bunnykins of Norway is even more fluffy. Okay, so I actually think I'm gonna leave it like this. No, maybe some brown ochre as well, just here in the lightest parts. Yeah, that's true. Uh, so, okay. I'm gonna fix a little bit more with the background, but it might just be me filling in the raindrops with white. So, and I don't know if I'm gonna add more darken the mushrooms up or anything, but I think it's kind of done. So, and I think I'm gonna end my stream here so I can go and do these pickled onions. It's one thing about this picture though, and it's the edges here. I actually think I'm gonna go in with the Derwent drawing. It has a really good white, very creamy one. Oh, maybe too white. I just wanted it to have a little bit more, stand out a little bit more. Yeah, I think it worked really good. And the same here on the edges, something like that. So thank you everyone for being here. I had, as always, a super nice time together with you. And thank you for making me do this page. So next time it will be something different. Maybe a Halloween page. Maybe pumpkins. Maybe something like that. So yeah. Thank you and have a wonderful day. And love you all and goodbye.